Hello, back again with more pale pink ink. I'm 0% into doing this. I don't like making these videos. I still don't feel like trying. Every now and then I remember to post one on Facebook and almost nobody watches them. And honestly, I don't blame anybody because they're shit. Anyway, we're going to read more stuff. We're going to change the dynamic a little bit here. This is not a journal. Well, it is physically a journal, but I didn't use it to keep a daily diary in. So this is my Bluebird notebook, obviously. That was self-explanatory and unnecessary. But so anyway, let me tell you the story behind this book. When I was in Jamaica in 2016, I had a bunch of money that a tabloid had given me in exchange for my story about Taye Diggs, which is a whole fucking thing. But I had this money and it felt like dirty money, and I wanted to do something charitable with it, and I wanted to do it in Jamaica just because that's very fitting for my life. Jamaica's done a lot for me, and also Jamaica's a lot of why I noticed Taye in the first place. So I wanted to use the money there to do something that would be charitable and good and empowering for young women. And I found a really ideal way to do that by having an event at a teen crisis pregnancy place. Abortion is illegal in Jamaica, and they're also super misogynistic and sex shamey. So this was a home for runaway teens who had turned up pregnant, a lot of them via incest, 13, 14-year-olds who were pregnant, obviously against their will, who had been disowned or were fleeing from abusive situations or what have you. They would go live there and learn how to be a responsible pregnant person and help each other take care of their infants. So we had an event there, and it was cool, and we gave them all journals so that they could write out their feelings and chart their goals and everything, because I'm a big believer in journaling, obviously. And so I kept one of the journals for myself. We had an extra, and they all signed it for me. I can't show that to you because they were all runaway minors, but they all signed it in the front for me here, which is nice. And so what I decided to use the journal for was to just, whenever I read any sort of book, if there's a quote in there that I like, I'll fold the page, and then later I'll come back to it when I'm done with the book and write down that quote in here. So there's quotes from all sorts of books, some fictional, some meant to be educational or constructive or whatever. And a lot of times when I just am down and out about something, I will just randomly open up this book to any sort of page and be like, all right, what little tidbit of wisdom do we have for me? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to read whatever random ones I stumble upon. Oh, so at the event, the woman hosting it had the girls all open their book and say what their word was for the year 2016 and write down a few goals. I wrote, my goal for the next year is to be driving, living somewhere new, and doing new work. All of those things happened for me. I got my driver's license when I got back to the US. I moved out of my apartment, which was a really terrible situation, and I did start doing new work. I became a brand ambassador for a theater marketing company that turned out to be a huge blessing. And my word for 2016 was bravery, which I really needed. Okay, so we're at almost 5 minutes. I ramble a lot. We will make a new video where we actually read the quotes.